10:04 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Wednesday, June 5th, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. JW, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 1 year with the I Told You So badge. The little big man hit the stop button. No, the flash. I mean, darn it. What's up, JW? Glad to see you in here, my friend. Glad to see everybody who's here so far. As we have a lot to talk about in this live, I think it's going to be a pretty entertaining live. We'll talk about the massive amount of XRP that was traded in a 24-hour period. I believe it's going unnoticed, just everything that's going on with XRP right now. Where is this at? I'll have to pull this back up. Apparently I deleted that one, but there was a massive amount of XRP traded in 24 hours, which I think is interesting. But I'll go into this in a minute. I'll be able to find that when I want it. But we've got a lot of setups, a big setup here with XRP, especially with the cup and handle formation that should be getting a lot more talking points. Simon B53, welcome in. Wales, Josie Wales, thank you both, along with Simon B53, for both being in Tom's Army for over 3 months with the XRP Meteor. I greatly appreciate that support. I really, really do. Tanya, welcome in, love, and thank you for being in Tom's Army for over 1 year with the I Told You So badge. David, good evening. What's going on, my friend? Jessica, welcome in, love, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 2 years with the XP589 Moon badge, along with trading with J-Ride. Thank you both for being in Tom's Army for well over 2 years. Awesome to see that. Mario Louise Willamese, welcome in. John Patak, good evening, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 1 year with the I Told You So badge. Messi, welcome in. Lynn says, I love your channel. Thank you so much for that, Lynn. I greatly appreciate that. 2460, Joel, welcome in. Good evening. Giovanni, welcome in, my brother. Good to see you again this evening. Hopefully you're having a blessed day, blessed evening, and everything's going in your favor today. CJ2 Pilot, welcome in. And thank you for being in Tom's Army for over 6 months with the XP Predictor. Shane, good evening. Good morning to you, friend. Dakota says, I love your content. I love your optimism. I love the positivity. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Dakota, and I appreciate those positive, uplifting comments. But I see the opportunity. Like, I can't stress it enough. I see the opportunity. Yesterday, I bought another $50 in the XP Bitcoin pairing. It brought me up to over 9,900 additional XRP. So with today's purchase, it'll put me over 10,000 additional XRP on top of the 12,000 I already had. But I buy that in the XP Bitcoin pairing because it's so massively undervalued that I think a lot, I don't want to say a lot are overlooking it, but I think just the overall, like I've said, the connotation, the overall perspective, the overall buzz surrounding XRP, it's not positive right now. A lot of people think this is the biggest joke since, I don't know, Bozo the Clown. But they think it's a big joke now. They think with how many tokens that Ripple has to get rid of, that they believe it's not a worthy investment, and I can go on and on. Shane Gross, thank you so much for the $2 donation, your first YouTube super chat while I'm live. I greatly, greatly appreciate that. The first donation of the night. That is awesome to see. Sean Crothers, welcome in, my main man from Maine. Hope you're doing great, my friend. John Hall, welcome in, and thanks for continuing to tune in. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Dump for sure says, never leaving and bless your son. Thank you so much for that. I seen some have asked how he's doing great. He's doing good. We just finished his last feeding through his G-tube of the night. And he's been eating food too, so it's been a pretty seamless transition. We go to see the GI doctor tomorrow just for the first checkup since we got home. Just make sure everything's healing okay. But yeah, it's been honestly a seamless transition. It's actually been nice to see. My son's a lot calmer too, so I think and he's been sleeping through the night better. So we'll see if we have continued success with that. But I appreciate the questions. So with XRP, the big thing is that we are still within the cup and handle formation. That has still never ceased. Even when we've come below it, we've managed to very quickly pull back into it, which is awesome to see. We're able to hold that level of support. And for the second day in a row, we have a nice engulfing candle. So first day, second day now. Today's where it's going to get tricky. Right now we're at the 52.6 cent mark. Fortunately, we're going to be together when this daily close happens, right up until the close. That's how long this live is going to be tonight. So we'll see how this transitions in the last 50 minutes. But as of right now, XRP, it's not, in my opinion, not the greatest daily candle. It's not the worst. We've had all top end pressure. But I mean, if we could get up to that 53.1 area, where I would want to see it close would be 53.1 cents. But it doesn't look like it's going to get there. Dumb First Show says hit the like button. Yes, please hit that like button. As he said, to help get me trending, if you hit that like button, YouTube will recommend this live. And then it'll end up through the recommendations. You know, when you become part of the analytics, that means when you go into your YouTube loading screen to try to find content to watch, I'll pop up there. And some people might be like, who the hell is this guy? Maybe I'll give him a shot. But they can't even have that thought. You know, if nobody's hitting the like button, then YouTube's not going to recommend it. If for some reason we were to break down the handle support at 51.5, then you basically have this last stand. You would need to hold this. It's right around 51 cents right now. But that is this little bear flag, bull flag setup. And this is the one thing that could keep us, you know, on a positive track, even if that handle momentarily got broken down. Coffee and Crypto, thank you for that. Yeah, he's doing rather well. Since we got back Sunday, he's been doing really good. Oh, I know I am, Tanya. Trust me, I know I am. It's getting much more difficult to get my content out there, believe me. Believe me, I get it. I get it. I just do the best I can. There's not much I can do about it. But just remember, when XRP does start to rally, a lot of people that have gone away will start coming back, and it'll make it that much easier to get the word back out. But I go through this all the time. Remember, I wasn't on for like, hold on, I wasn't on for about 9 days doing a live, so that definitely hurt as well. But yeah, in general, it gets hard to put the content out, but my video this morning got over 1,100 views, which is nice to see. It just takes time to get things out now, that's all. Marvin, welcome in, and thanks for continuing to show your support here. Continuing to show up. Derek, hi from Burnham on Crouch. Good work, buddy, and I hope your son is on the mend. Yes, he absolutely is. He absolutely is. Well, hopefully it keeps on, he keeps on the right track. But now we're able to give him his proper nutrition through the G-tube and stuff, so it's a lot less stressful, that's for sure. Bitcoin is up 718 points, up about 1.02%. Bitcoin's looking good on the day. Bitcoin's going to have that daily close over 70,536. And as long as we stay over that area, we already know the technical target. We already broke out of this pennant flag to the top. We had drawn in the inverse head and shoulders that it is working up the inverse right arm right now. And this would give us clarity to 77,965. This is bullish for XRP price action. This is bullish, and you're going to continue to get good buys through the XRP Bitcoin pairing, which we'll touch on in a sec. But that's a continuing good investment right there. It's a continuing good investment. And I know a lot of... I understand that it's hard to look at this stuff when everything doesn't seem to be going in the favor of most. I see a lot of comments. I see a lot of like social media influencers. I see a lot of Twitter. You know, I see a lot of it when it comes to XRP, how it's underperforming, how you can't be making any money in it, which I believe that's just false, that you can't make money, because we know a large part of our audience is in around the 30-35 cent mark, and they're up 70%. You know, if not more, but there's opportunity to be had. It's just you have to be in at the right times. Right now, this is what we were dreaming of. This is what I was dreaming of in 21. And just pay attention to Bitcoin at 77,965 if it makes that push, because it's only one hold away from that level to getting to 88K. There's not much else in that. We're back in the discovery, basically. But I've been waiting since 2021 for these opportunities, for this stretch of accumulation to where we could exponentially expand our growth in XRP, the exposure. And I've already doubled my exposure now because of what we've been given here for such a long accumulation. But, you know, there's a lot that's going to come down through the pipeline here, and you want to be able to accumulate. You want to be able to do what you need to do before all this stuff takes shape. Once the lawsuit's over, it's already too late. You're gonna get such a big rally, and you're gonna get so much FOMO. Why buy it 1 for $1 or 3/4 for $1 when you can buy it 2 for $1 or 3 for $1 where we were, or even now accumulating in more? Buy it in the XRP Bitcoin pairing. Understand the avenues that are available to us. Kevin Yan, yeah, you know, it's not for everybody, friend. It's not for everybody. Jorge, welcome in. I hope you're having a blessed evening. But here, since we're also bored, we can look at the trades. The $2 billion in trading volume. That's what I wanted to look up anyhow, so we'll get to that. $2 billion tokens. But hopefully everybody's seeing what they want with their trades right now. Or at least you're taking advantage of what's going on out there. So XRP plots bullish rebound on 2.4 billion traded tokens. So XRP, the payment token associated with Ripple Labs Inc., is currently exhibiting a bullish rebound with approximately 2.4 billion tokens traded within the last 24 hours. XRP's recent movement is quite notable as it follows a decline since May 21st. According to the data from CoinMarketCap, XRP increased by 0.18% to trade at 52.65 cents. The market cap also increased by 0.29% to 29 billion, making XRP the 7th largest cryptocurrency in the world. The current surge in XRP's price can be attributed to the current rebound in the broader crypto market. Top cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Binance Coin BNB saw the price increase substantially in the past few days. Additionally, expectations for the launch of a spot XRP ETF may have also influenced positive sentiment on the market. The anticipation is based on the recent approval of Ethereum ETFs by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC. Accordingly, some analysts and crypto enthusiasts believe XRP could be the next crypto to get regulatory ETF approval. If this eventually happens, they claim XRP could see a supply shock that could fuel further price increases. Aligning with this view is Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse. In an earlier report from You Today, Garlinghouse said the launch of an XRP ETF is inevitable. Historically, the 51 cent mark has been a critical support level for XRP. Based on observation, XRP maintaining this price has led to price increase for the cryptocurrency in the past. On the other hand, a breach below this level resulted in price declines. Therefore, XRP's price at 52.65 cents means the token could be pushing for more increases soon. Traders should, however, look out for other metrics that could influence XRP's price before investing their money into digital assets. But there was also a partnership announced today as well. Well, not technically announced today, but it's the first that I've been hearing about it today. Like a clear announcement that I've been able to read and validate. And please make sure to hit that like button so YouTube recommends this if you're watching. Only half of the viewers have hit that like button. Understandable, but if you could do me that small favor of hitting that like button so we can get the content out there, I'd be eternally grateful. But has anybody heard about this partnership? Just out of curiosity. We just got rain here and it just dripped onto my tablet. Whoops. But Ripple and Clear Junction partner on cross-border payments. I was just curious if anybody's heard about it. Apparently nobody's heard about it. So Ripple and Clear Junction have partnered to facilitate instant payment or instant payout coverage in British pounds and euros for Ripple's payment customers. Continuing partnerships, continuing to go under the radar. You don't really hear a lot being talked about it. The most I hear talked about Ripple and XRP now is that it's a scam, which I love seeing the negative press. I love seeing the lack of interest because that's when I want to buy more, and that's why I continue to. The collaboration will bring together Clear Junction's cross-border payment solution and Ripple's enterprise blockchain and crypto solutions, the company said in a Wednesday, June 5th press release. Beyond pounds and euros, the companies plan to add a host of new currencies to this partnership later this year, according to the release. Clear Junction already had strong relationships with a number of our existing clients, and its management team has many years of experience in cross-border payments and banking. Cassie Craddock, Managing Director Europe at Ripple, said in the release, "We are excited to bring Clear Junction into our network, and we see this as merely the start of our relationship." I don't know if anybody's commenting or not. but maybe nobody's commenting, which is highly possible. I'm gonna find out for myself just to make sure if I need to have my phone on. I don't think so. I just don't think there's a lot of comments right now. But it'll be very easy for me to check just like this. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Alessandro, for messaging just so I could see. So anyhow, let me continue. I never heard this news yet. No, I just started hearing about it a little while ago. So Clear Junction has strong relationships with a number of existing clients, and its management team has many years of experience in cross-border payments and banking. Cassie Craddock, Managing Director Europe at Ripple, said in the release, "We are excited to bring Clear Junction into our network, and we see this as merely the start of our relationship. Ripple Payments enables businesses to leverage blockchain for cross-border payments without being an expert. According to the release, it provides simplified network partnering, liquidity management solutions, lines of credit, and infrastructure to enable real-time payments. The company has payout capabilities in more than 80 markets that represent more than 90% of the global foreign exchange market," the release said. Clear Junction, which is a Financial Conduct Authority FCA authorized e-money institution in the United Kingdom, offers access to multi-currency payment accounts, e-money accounts, virtual international bank account numbers, IBANS, and treasury services for regulated financial institutions per the release. Blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies will definitely be at the core of the evolution of correspondent banking, and we are happy to partner with Ripple to be a part of this process, Dima Katz, founder and CEO of Clear Junction, said in the release. Ripple said in December of 2023 that it updated Ripple Payments, its crypto-enabled cross-border payments solution, formerly known as RippleNet, to enable faster, cheaper, and more efficient cross-border payments. The update expanded access to Ripple's global network of crypto and traditional payout markets, introduced the solution to a broader customer base, including small and medium-sized businesses, SMBs, and added new integrations to improve product performance and lower barriers to entering new global markets. Cross-border payments are undergoing a revolution as chief financial officers and corporate treasurers seek simpler payment execution, streamlined compliance, and improved cash flow and liquidity management, according to the Treasury Management Playbook Spotlight on Cross-Border Payments, a payments intelligence and city collaboration. So this is big news for Ripple. They're just continuing. They're continuing to build partnerships, and I dare say under the radar. It's now under the radar. There's so much stuff going on. We do have a couple more things to say. Like the Ripple president came out and said an XRP ETF would make a lot of sense. We've also got and the Ripple president also came out and says the SEC is on warpath with crypto industries, which I think we can all agree to say that that's absolutely the truth. We'll go over that reading if we have time here at the end. I do want to read more of that because I do think that it's a lot of information. Right now, XRP, I'm not thrilled about the daily candle right now. We've still got 37 minutes right now to try to make up some ground, but I really wanted to see a close around 53.1 cents. However, today seems to be a consolidatory candle, which you're going to have those when you start to reverse up. Bitcoin looks to have a pretty solid close here above 71,000. But like I said, there's 37 minutes left. XRP still maintains much distance here on the cup and handle formation. So there's not much to worry about here as of right now. Now breaking back through here, we can always back test here. We could always come down to the 51.8 level now, which is where we're going to want to try to hold. So 51.8 is that handle support as it continues to move up on the uptrending support. And in time, it really does feel like we're either going to get a rejection or a break pass, but we need to see a confirmation how bearish we are here. And it would at least need to come up into this. It's roughly this 56 cent area. In current times, it's around 55.9, 56 cents. But that's what I'm waiting for, to see some kind of retest in that area, as it looks like a small bull flag formed on this drop, even though it looks like a bear flag. I'm still content that this is a bull flag until otherwise noted, and this is a bullish setup until this were to break. Unless this cup and handle breaks, this is a very bullish technical indicator, a very bullish technical setup. And the consolidation is just that. It's consolidating on the handle. And one could argue, and we've made the argument, that it is possible, and it's harder to see in the monthly, but it's possible that this was actually the cup. And one could argue that we put in through a major handle that was much bigger, but it does make a lot of sense that we put in this cup, we've got the handle formation, and now we're waiting for some kind of catalyst here to make that volatile spike. But remember, when you're accumulating, you don't want much price differential. If you're accumulating, there's a reason why. The accumulation phase means you've got a series of months or even years to accumulate before the eventual breakout. Right now, we've just been accumulating, and there is the formation of what could be a rising channel, and that's what makes everybody nervous, and that's why the breakdown of this cup and handle would be detrimental. But until it breaks down, you have to look at it from the bullish perspective, but looking at it with the understanding that if this breaks down, it could be a shit show. It's just that simple. If this breaks down, it could be trouble. And that would be obvious in a cup and handle formation. If it doesn't have the bullish support to break out of it after such a long consolidation, it's just not ready. Small W reversal here has formed. It looks like a bullish Gartley. It's just we need to have some kind of volatility, some kind of spike here with volume to get this push up near 56 cents. Now, the one level that you're going to see that will signal that push up to 56 is a break and hold of 53.7 cents. Remains a very powerful pivot point. Right now, we've had bullish crosses. We're attempting to try to reverse here with a golden cross in the 4 hourly, but we still got work to do. 2 hourly, we've already had a golden cross. We've even had the 50 and the 100 looking seemingly like it's going to come through the 200 now. Now, it makes a lot of sense here to back test this area at 52.3 in the 2 hourly. And if it holds, we're confirming this short-term bullish or golden cross. This is a short-term trend reversal right now and nothing more. It could be invalidated very quickly, or we're going to get confirmation on a hold here that this is a valid reversal. But it's attempting something here. It really is. We're attempting to try to break out here. It's just, can we follow through? The follow through is the pain. We've got the technical targets. We've got the technical setups. We know if it breaks down, it can come down to that 40 or even 38.7 cent area. We know this. That's if it breaks down. So when we talk about the potential breakout, that's on a bullish continuation set. That's if this plays bullish. There's a reason why we always talk about the bearish side of it, because it is still a strong possibility. It's just until that handle breaks, it's a stronger possibility that this is going to break bullish at some point. Getting into the XRP Bitcoin pairing, for anybody who's watching that is interested in it, it's down 0.94% on the day to the 738 sat level. Right now, for transparency, let me pull up my MEXC. It's putting back in my favor right now because I'm able to buy it, and then it bounces, and then it allows me to buy more, and then it bounces a little bit, then it allows me to buy even more. It's working in my favor a lot. Not the point where I'm up, because I'm still down. I believe it's at about 0.75% or 1% now that I'm down roughly. Let me pull it up. So right now I am down. I know I'm down about 0.75% right now, and that comes out to, where's this at? I've put in about $5,246. It's at $5,186, so it's down about 50 or 60 bucks right now. It's actually on 1.2% or 60 bucks right now. So that's where we stand right now, or that's where I stand. I'm going to buy more today. I love buying this. Yeah, 1.24% down, or $65.46. I put in $5,266. It's worth $5,205 in current terms. But that's where I sit. I'm continuing to buy. And as I've been very transparent, if it breaks down here and comes all the way here, I have no problem buying it down to the 712 sat level. And I'm just going to continue to do it every day. Weekly time frame is oversold. We're going to catch up in all the other time frames as we continue to work over. And right now, the 4 hourly is catching up. It's in oversold. 3 hours worked its way up towards oversold. 2 hours. If it comes down, it almost is in our best interest to have that last breakdown. And if it comes down here, it's going to be turning massively oversold in some of these time frames. And it's going to catch up to the weekly. And we're going to have a volatile spike here eventually. I told everybody it's going to be a very diligent accumulation. You don't even have to do it just for the XRP Bitcoin pairing. It's just, to me, I'm finding a better opportunity. But I believe that in time, this is going to reverse back up. I really do. And at the very least, I've added 9,900 more XRP tokens through the pairing if I have to keep it just as XRP. If for some reason it broke down too much or whatever the case may be and it was more favorable in that way. But I firmly believe that XRP is going to rotate Bitcoin, and it's going to happen. 25 is getting very close, and everything I wanted to do was leading into 2025. So this is very much part of the accumulation. It gave us this opportunity for an extended period when it came down to these levels. So I hope that some of you are taking advantage and not just sitting there and saying, well, it's cheap now, it's going to be cheap forever, and it's never going to move. Remember what Warren Buffett said: you want to buy when nobody wants it. You don't want to buy it when everybody wants it. When everybody wants it, you want to sell it. When nobody wants the shit, you want to buy it. And you want to hoard it. Obviously, you need to know what you're trading. But if you understand what you're trading, you want to buy it when nobody else does. Bitcoin just now dropped about 300 points here down to 70,800, which is an interesting push down. It needs to hold that 70,539 from this pennant flag breakout, and it's going to be a volatile swing here. It really is. Bitcoin's going to have to hold these volatile moments. It's the only way to clear out some liquidity. But that 70,536, if you can get a hold there, that would signal a push up. Well, you're already signaling from a breakout of the pennant flag, a push to 77,965. You can confirm this isn't a breakout or a fake out by holding 70,536, and then we could confirm the next 7,400 point push. It's very dicey, though. It's very dicey. We're going to see how this plays out here in the last 39 or 29 minutes of this candle close. But I do want to get through some more further reading because I believe it's important. If you do appreciate this live, make sure to hit that like button. 60 likes, 92 people watching. I do appreciate the ones who have hit the like and everybody who's watching right now. And if you are looking to trade XRP and capitalize on this, BITUNIX is in the video description below and our pinned comments. Don't waste your time on exchanges that are going to take a lot of your money. Don't pay the exorbitant fees. You're not trying to make the exchanges rich. BITUNIX is a logical option for the USA. Lowest spot and leverage trading fees, and I use it all the time. If you have the ability to use MEXC, you can do it for the XRP Bitcoin pairing. They've got Pika Moon and all the other ones that come up out of nowhere. All the meme tokens are there. But USA users, it's going to be an issue. But those are both in the video description below and our pinned comments. I would seriously take advantage of it. I would seriously take advantage of it. It's just, I would, and I do. I really do. I know BITUNIX right now as well is doing something for XRP holders, which I've seen. Let me see if I can find that. But we're going to read through this right now as well. It just, there's so much stuff going on that I know I can see it. I know everybody else can see this as well. That there's a lot behind the scenes going on. And obviously, when the crypto market, in particular when XRP is basically standing still, you're not going to see a lot of people talk about it. You'll see a lot of the people talk about it once everything starts to pick up. We will. We'll see a lot of people talk about this once we start to pick up in the crypto sphere. But it appears my comments aren't working right now. It appears that it's not working. Mark Caston, good evening. I appreciate you tuning in, my friend. And thank you for being in Tom's Army for 3 months with the XRP Meteor. You plan on updating the Gold and Silver Series, Tom? I do, Alessandro. I do. I actually had a plan to maybe do updates. I have a plan. I do want to continue that as well. B2 Gold is good to buy at $2.73, guys. It sure is. It sure is. I actually bought, we'll go over it. I actually bought, instead of advancing more B2 Gold, because I've already got over $7,200 in it, with the 5.7% drop yesterday, and Barrett Gold, I bought $1,080 worth of Barrett Gold yesterday. And it's slightly up. Very small amount from yesterday. But I'll go over that. But I absolutely do. I absolutely do think it's a good buy. There are too many whales who got XRP on discount who will sell for less and not let the XRP price rise. We saw what happened last July. I mean, was that a bunch of whales selling out? Some. But I mean, there's been so many whales accumulating now. A lot of retail got out then too. But I wouldn't be so cut and dry there. The reason why whales didn't sustain is because institutional investors weren't part of that ruling. Once that gets added, it's going to be a different kind of show here. Ripple president says, SEC on warpath with crypto industry. The president of Ripple Labs has criticized the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC's approach to regulating the crypto sector, emphasizing that the regulator is on a warpath with the industry. She highlighted the inefficiency of the current approach, stating, this whole dynamic of setting rules through enforcement is really unproductive and not getting us anywhere. Too bad it won't let me see the comments on there. Ripple president on SEC crypto regulations. Ripple President Monica Long expressed criticism of the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC's approach toward the cryptocurrency industry, at the Money 2020 FinTech Conference in Amsterdam on Tuesday. Out of curiosity, did anybody see this? I'll turn my phone on just so I can see if anybody comments. But I'm just curious. Tom snipped the 99% dip on Barrick. Laugh out loud. Yeah, Alessandro. It was its little 5 point whatever percent dip, but yeah, I was watching it. I had to. So discussing the initiatives of the Fair Shake Super Political Action Committee (PAC) and the broader cryptocurrency industry support for crypto-friendly political candidates, Long shared with Reuters that the PAC operates on a bipartisan basis with the singular aim to support candidates who advocate for the regulatory frameworks favored by the crypto sector, the Ripple president opined. I think as an industry, especially for us companies based in the U.S., we're frustrated with how far the U.S. is lagging on setting rules. This whole dynamic of setting rules to enforcement is really unproductive and not getting us anywhere. Ripple recently increased its contributions to Fairshake, adding $25 million more in its donations. Andreessen Horowitz, A16Z, and Coinbase have also each made comparable donations of $25 million. The crypto industry is actively seeking to influence U.S. legislation amid increasing regulatory scrutiny and political attention. The SEC has sued several top crypto firms, including Ripple, Coinbase, and Kraken, for securities law violations. The regulator seeks to impose $2 billion in fines on Ripple. Recently, Congress passed a resolution to overturn the SEC's controversial Staff Accounting Bulletin 121, SAB 121, which imposes rules that could hurt the crypto sector. However, President Joe Biden vetoed the resolution. The Ripple executive stressed that the SEC seems to be on a warpath with the crypto industry in recent years, expressing a collective desire for a change in tone. However, when questioned about her confidence in the U.S. crypto industry's influence, Long responded, I'm optimistic, yes, I'm hopeful. So that's almost everything I wanted to read. Jorge says he did not hear about this. Peyton, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for 2 months with the Dusty's Outhouse Crypto News. Appreciate that continued support. Says, hello, Tom and Team XRP made the live. I appreciate you making the live, as I appreciate all 96 of you that are here, which I am stunned that they're managed to get so many. That's incredible. Thank you all so much. I do agree with Mike. What is if for the whale to dump when they have the coins at a discount? It takes us twice as much money to hit our targets. I mean, that's true with any investment as well, though. The more money you have, the less you have to make a move to make some money. But, you know, when you're investing, you could look at that with Ripple as well. With all the money they have in escrow, what would the motive be to make it higher? Well, the motive would be so you can sell less of your holdings for more money. Sure, you can sell more for less, but you've also got to unload a larger majority of it when it's less of a price. So, I mean, that works both ways. But there's going to come a time when it's all going to meet. There's going to come a time when you're going to get a resolution with the SC versus Ripple. There's going to come a time when there is an XRP ETF in 25 at some point, if not before. There's going to come a time when the mass exodus comes from other tokens and they start going into XRP for clarity reasons. Especially if the continued war on crypto happens, you're going to start to look for a lot of liquidity to tug in this direction, simply because people won't fear buying XRP once there's a resolution. Like I said, by virtue or by payment, by God, there's going to be a resolution one way or the other, and it's going to be off the chopping block. So, and like we brought again, there's a lot of money being thrown away or thrown around by Ripple and donations, you know, backing these crypto-friendly regimes here. So they're getting on the right side. So, you know, to me, you kind of want to follow where the money is. And when nobody wants to buy, like, I like seeing all the skepticism. This is when I want to buy. This is when I want to accumulate. When everybody is speaking of why it's just not a good idea, and why everybody speaks of why it's just not the right time, or just the buzz and the attention is off of it right now. This reminds me of 2021 before we broke out. It was the exact same thing day in and day out. We'd go up 15%, go down 35%. Somehow level off around 55, 60 cents, break up a little bit, then come back down to 45. Until it was time, when it took 9 days to go from, what, 49, 50 cents all the way up to $1.98. It doesn't take time once it gets there. The hard part with XRP is waiting through the accumulation phase. It's always been that way. The patient ones... And that doesn't mean sitting through bull markets and being patient, because someone could say, well, I've been hella patient since $3 and I'm still getting my ass kicked. That's not what I mean by patient. I mean patiently acquiring through the accumulation phase before the eventual rally. And look, right now XRP's price at 50 cents, it's 25%. The price it was at $2.21 when it got there. I understand it's a painful process, but it doesn't have to be. You can still invest in other tokens. It's a possibility. You can still invest in other ways. You don't have to put it all in XRP, but you're going to want to have the exposure, and you're going to want to continue to advance the exposure, even slowly over time. I'm showing everybody day after day, even $50 or $100, what can happen over time. Now we're going on like 2 months of doing this again. And that's over $5,000 additional dollars that is finding its way through different sectors here now, to find its way back in it. Just pay attention is all I ask. Just pay attention to the flows of the market, and pay attention to when nobody wants something. You should be most excited when nobody is talking about it. When everybody's talking about it, it's likely too late. I promise you, every single channel is going to start talking about XRP once it starts. Once it starts to rally. But everybody's going to give up if XRP breaks the handle, or at least the ones who are still there, and it goes down to 38 cents. It's a possibility. It's just as likely to do that than some of these short-term targets. Because if it loses the handle, it's going to have to come back and retest and re-psych itself out and see if we can hold the 80-month consolidation. That's something that could happen. Is it something I want to happen? Not necessarily. I prefer it to break bullish out of this cup and handle and at least retest that $1.14 to $1.20 area. And then if it's bearish, okay. But at least give us the satisfaction of this bear market rally on this cup and handle. See, that's what I want. If it's going to go bearish, give us that move. That's about 118% from here. Give us that move, and then we can decide. That's what I'm looking for XRP. If it breaks down and breaks bearish, it's going to give us a bigger opportunity. But it's going to end up finally coming into a massively, massively oversold area. I appreciate that, Mule. I appreciate that. I still have your profile photo as my desk. I don't know, but that seems rather inappropriate. Let me, hold on. Hold on, Tanya. I didn't even see that, but that seems rather inappropriate. Sorry, Mike, but you can't be talking to Tanya like that. There you go, Tanya. I don't know who that is, but that doesn't seem right. So we're just gonna ban him without question. No questions asked. Because I'm not gonna deal with that. Especially with Tanya or any of the ladies in here. That just seems very inappropriate to me. And that seems kind of creepy. You're welcome, Tanya. I wish I would have seen that sooner. It's because it's not showing up on my tablet. See, sometimes YouTube will censor what goes through the tablet so that nobody can see it unless they're in the comments. So I must have missed something else. But yeah, that was, I don't know. I didn't like that vibe. So yeah, Tanya, I'm sorry it took me so long to do that, but yeah, that was, yeah. Humzo, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for 2 months with the Dusty's Outhouse Crypto News. Yeah, thank you, Sean. Thank you, Sean. I agree. There's no room for that. I don't want anybody uncomfortable in here. So anyhow, I mean, if you wanted to say you were pretty, Tanya, he could have said it in a different way. He didn't have to be a creep about it. He could have just been like, I like your profile picture. You know? Something. Anyhow, Ripple president says XRP ETF would make a lot of sense. There's no shortage of creeps out there, I can guarantee you that. Ripple president Monica Long claims that the company's much-hyped stablecoin is likely to launch this year. So this is another interesting factor. Miss Vicky, welcome in, and thank you for being in Tom's Army for over 1 year with the I told you so badge. Miss Vicky says, hey, Tom and family, I made it today. I've been working long hours again. So glad all turned out great for Big Man. Yes, Miss Vicky, it turned out very well, and we're glad to see you here. And I'm glad that you're at least able to get the hours that you need. I know it's not fun to work a lot of hours, but hopefully it's able to allow you to, you know, live through these weird times right now. But yeah, everything's worked out in my son's favor big time. He's been doing great with the G-tube feedings. He's up to his 150, I believe it's milliliters or whatever it's called, and 3 different feedings right now, which was the target. He's still eating his food, not as much, because he's getting, you know, his basically like a formula now, but it's like a Pediasure, but it's a high protein count, and he's doing great. Honestly, he's doing great, and you know, from a leukemia scare to understanding what was really going on after going and sending it out to the oncologist and to the experts, and then verifying that it was not cancer and things like it. It was a scary moment. But, you know, everything is definitely working out the best it could possibly have worked out. Devin, welcome in, and thank you so much for being in Tom's Army for over 1 year with the I told you so badge. Yeah, somebody was being a real creep towards Tanya, and I'm just not going to put up with it. So I just banned them. I appreciate that support. Everybody seems to be on the same page with the ban. See, I love that. Tom, we might be forming Gravestone Doji on the daily. Yeah, we're gonna go back to that. Remember what we were talking about at the beginning of this? It wasn't exactly the daily candle we wanted. But that could simply just mean we need to backtest 51.8, but we'll see. We'll look at that in just a sec. So during a recent interview with CNBC, Ripple president Monica Long said that an XRP exchange-traded fund ETF would make a lot of sense. If you think about it, only XRP and Bitcoin have regulatory clarity on status, and the US XRP has been a top 10 asset by market cap and is about the top 5 if you look at daily traded volume. So I think that it will make a lot of sense, she said. Long's statement comes after Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse recently predicted that the launch of a spot XRP ETF was seemingly inevitable. During a recent CNBC interview, he clarified that approving several altcoin ETFs would make sense since investors typically do not want to have exposure to a single coin. At the same time, he believes that the upcoming Ethereum ETFs will be very successful. Long expects to see even more institutional interest in the space. Sophisticated players are entering the relatively nascent crypto market with the help of Bitcoin ETFs or tokenized assets. Ripple stablecoin is expected this year, which is going to bring a lot of liquidity into the XRP ledger. And even if you look at XRP as a gas fee, it's going to bring in a lot of traffic. As reported by You Today, Ripple recently made a foray into the ultra-competitive stablecoin sector. The yet-to-be-named stablecoin project is expected to go live by the end of 2024, according to Long. We're working on all the things you need to do in order to bring a product like this to the market, she said. Long claims that there will still be a need for the XRP token even after Ripple launches its stablecoin project, since the former will be able to serve as a bridge asset. The Ripple executive has pointed to various projections showing that the stablecoin market could reach more than $3 trillion in cumulative market cap within the next 5 years. Stablecoins are seeing great demand since they provide easy access to the US dollars in various parts of the world. Moreover, stablecoins are convenient for conducting payments. So that's all the reading I wanted to do. Every day I learn a new chart reading Tom for President, XRP, LFG. Hey, you know, I don't think they would like that. Seems like we have the reverse camel toe doji hammer moose knuckle drive. Every day we do hear a new one in here. That is for sure. That is for sure, Rippled Lumen. We certainly hear some new charting perspectives here every single day. But XRP right now, if we go into the daily time frame, where are we at right now? 52.50. This is literally retesting the 2-hour golden cross. It's actually retesting it's trying to retest the 200. Because we're about to have a golden cross here with the 50 crossing the 200, as well as the 20 has already crossed the 200. That's what we're looking at here. If this back test and it holds this short-term trend reversal would be confirmed. If not, it could be dangerous, because if you break right through this, you're going to break back through the handle, and then we're going to have no choice but to retest this uptrending support at 51 cents. It's not exactly the way I would have liked to have seen this candle close in the daily, because now it's going to squeeze itself. Hourly, we're trying to get back on track here. 30-minute, a little bit of a possible reversal candle in the 30-minute. We'll see. We'll see if there's any kind of pullback here in the next 9 minutes, and then that can start this and moving in a rather hot start for the next daily candle. But right now, this daily is slowing down a little bit. It's right here right now. This would be kind of a firm one right in the middle. I wouldn't say this is a gravestone doji though in the daily. See some of the smaller time frames, because you have more hammer-like candles here in the 4 and 3 hourly, which are technically bullish if it could pull up just a little bit more. 2 hourly, they're still form top heavy. Same thing in the hourly. 45, same thing. I mean, a lot of it looks like a lot of hammer candles are forming a little bit. Kryptonian, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 3 months with the XRP Meteor. Good to see you in the house, my friend. So yeah, we got about 9 minutes until the daily close. We'll see if XRP can form up a little momentum here. If XRP could creep back towards 53 cents, it wouldn't be so bad. If we could get over 53.1 cents, which does seem far off in the abyss, but it's not impossible. It'd be a great close. Bitcoin has rallied back that 350-point drop, and now it's regained all of it back over 71,100. So that was a nice liquidity crunch there. Looks really good on the 1 minute. Yep. Hey, you know, well, you take it at any level, you kind of try to push it back into the bullish momentum. But Bitcoin, we're looking just for a hold here at 70,536. And then if we could just get a little momentum here, a little bit of volume or a little bit of buy support, Bitcoin doesn't look bad on the daily today at all. A close where it's at right now over 71,100 is a beautiful engulfing candle here. And it would close above the recent high of yesterday's candle. Bitcoin's on the right path. Bitcoin looks beautiful. XRP is a tiny bit lower than I would like, but it's not anywhere that should be any real cause for concern. Peyton, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for 2 months with the Dusty's Outhouse Crypto News. H-bar, yes, I need to look at that for you and Tanya. H-bar is up 1.35% to 10.44 cents. Somebody said Corium's bottomed. I haven't seen it in a minute. H-bar, we don't even need to look at this speculation, because I see a defined pattern that is actually set up, and we can actually trade out of it now. We're always looking for a setup here that we can trade out of, just to give us a little bit of unity in the pattern. We don't have to guess now. We've had a nice consolidation here, and now if I'm looking at this, I know exactly what I'm trading out of. It's given me enough evidence here for H-bar till we don't have to speculate anymore. You speculate before the formation is formed. Right now, this is what you're trading out of. You want to buy support, sell resistance until it breaks down or breaks out. So buy support, sell resistance. Back to resistance, buy support. So now you're waiting to come back up here if you're going to sell resistance. But you're trying to buy the uptrending support, sell the downtrending resistance as it converges until it breaks up or down. And what you're looking for is a break out. And then if it breaks down, we already know it's coming down here. If it breaks up, we're going up to about 15.5 cents. 1970 Legend, thank you for the $4.99 donation. So I hope that makes sense for H-bar. Is XDC finally breaking up? It is starting to move a little bit. We'll look at H-bar or XDC in just a second. And thank you for that $4.99 donation. I greatly, greatly appreciate that show of support. It means a lot to me. That pay it forward mentality is awesome. So that's H-bar. That's H-bar. We're looking... We need to get above this resistance here at 11.6 cents. If we get over 11.6 cents, that's when we can have a nice move. I still have a lot of hope for H-bar in the future. It just got an overzealous, breakout on a little bit of news that was overhyped. But now it's kind of correcting itself, and I'm very pleased to see it holding above 10 cents. I really am. XDC's up to 382. Talked about XDC quite some time ago as we've had it. And it's just been sitting there as I've talked about. We talked about this at, I believe it was the 3.5 level roughly. It was before everything happened with my son. And we were waiting for a break up. First level was 3.81, but possibly all the way up to 5.2 cents. And right now it is up today. Where's this at? 4.5%. So this is actually good to see. Had about $2,500 in XDC. Honestly forgot about it for a minute. We'll get into AMP as well. I have about $2,250 right now on AMP. About 370, what is it? I have it on BITUNIX, my AMP. I have 331,347.9 AMP. So I'm anticipating something to happen with AMP as well. It's been a very long sustained consolidation for sure. But yeah, XDC, if we can get over the pivot point at 3.81 cents, that would be a nice area to probably push up towards 5 cents if we can get the proper bounce. But it's been a long overdue for XDC. That first move we were talking about was up to 381. So if you were just watching for that 7 to 8% rally, you've got it. And then you can obviously do what you want. But I'm looking to try to see if it can breach that area. I really want to see a push up into this range. But this is that mid-tier pivot to where it could get rejected and come back down. So be cautious. AMP right now, up 0.44% at the 00681. I'll buy a little bit of this every day until it comes down to the 660 if that's where it wants to go. Very, very long, drawn out, sustained consolidation. As long as it's, like we've said, below that downtrending resistance, that is a problem. But again, we can reformulate this pattern now as we've got a lot more evidence in the chart. It's just because of where that wick went up, you got to start to estimate where you feel comfortable with these kind of charts. And right now, that uptrending support is one thing. You could say that we have an upward or sideways consolidation, but really it all comes down to the short-term consolidation. How much farther does this need to come down? And then you can work out from here. We can work out after. But I like to have the short-term consolidation when I'm looking at things like this. I would like to go from there, but it's impossible right now. I mean, you've got this. We got to get out of this short term. If it doesn't get out of the short-term consolidation, I mean, it's pretty simple. What the hell is going on here? It's pretty simple to see that this would have to come down to the 660. But working out, if you're working out of this pattern, this is how you work out. And then with what we're seeing with this consolidation, I'm just going to get rid of this just so we can see this easier. What I would do, and this is what I'm looking at with AMP, it's something like this. It's something like this. And I feel very comfortable in this moment with this kind of a setup and looking at it in this regard, because this is what I'm seeing. And if it does hold this lower support and it doesn't break down, in time, you're wanting to buy it down to this, I believe it's like 660. We'll just call it 660, even though it's a little bit below. But I mean, you're looking for that first retest 15.8. But even if a rejection up here comes at 827, that's 25%. But if it breaks out of this has been a very long consolidation. If it breaks bullish out of this, it's going to be very nice. If it breaks very bearish out of this, it's going to be down to 434, 00434. So just pay attention. But it has had a very, very, very long consolidation. And who knows where AMP went now. But it's at a very long consolidation. There is no doubt about that. There is no doubt about that. AMP has had a very long consolidation. But I mean, we're getting towards the end of the stream here. Please make sure to hit that like button so YouTube recommends this stream and I can continue to put updates out to a bigger audience. And we continue to stay transparent here. There's nothing more important to me than being transparent. And it's easier to stay transparent when we stay uniformly together here, day in and day out. Some days we have less, some days we have more. But in the end, it's not about the reward. It's about the journey. It's about what we learn. It's about the friendships you make as well. There's a lot going on in the crypto sphere right now. A lot of fear. I like fear. I like the fear. I like the fear. So, XRP, where did we end the 8 o'clock hour at? Jules and my sister, much love. Yes, I will tell Julie you said that. Laughing at others' fall is evil. It sure is, Dr. Pat Riot. It sure is. Crypto cars, yeah, I see. I have flagged the ad twice since yesterday, but it's still up. Beware. Yeah, EOC, I'm very disappointed in the way YouTube does stuff like that. They will pass on a lot of that nonsense, and I've seen it firsthand now. Yeah, I bought B2 Gold yesterday at $16.43 when it had the 5.7% drop, and it's up 1.27%. Nothing major on the day, but I bought it right. Remember I said you buy support? I wanted to buy it when it was up here. I wanted to buy even when it was up top, and we talked about it live. But I couldn't buy it. I said I'll buy it if it comes back to support structure. And from there it came down about 9.3%. I was able to buy it right at 19.43. I didn't even hesitate. Yesterday it was down 5.7%. And if it goes back down a little bit more, hey, it's you got the accumulation zones. Silver showed a sign of strength, come back up to $30 here very quickly after yesterday. Gold rebounded and was up about $28 on the day. B2 Gold's back to $2.73. I'm in at $2.53 on this current ride up for the last month or two. Dividend payment for B2 Gold is right around the horizon, so I'm going to get a pretty hefty dividend here. It was at 0.04 and the expected dividend payment date is June 11th. I mean, the expected dividend, the date is June 11th, but the payment's June 24th. So I'll be very happy with that, as I have over 2,800 tokens or shares. And I really love dividend time. I love the dividend payments. I really, really do. So hopefully I was able to bring you a little bit of knowledge here during this live. Hopefully you're able to learn a little bit more than you knew before you came in here. And tomorrow I'll try again and I'll try to do a better job. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. If you appreciate what I do, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join the over 21,600 subscribers. Make sure you share this on social media. If you're looking to trade XRP or your favorite crypto, look in the video description below for BITUNIX, XRP in the USA and worldwide. But if you're a USA user, you don't want to use a VPN and you're getting sick of being bamboozled with high spot trading fees, and you want to find leverage trading as well, look at BITUNIX. It's in the video description below and our pinned comments. They have a great opportunity right now, especially for XRP users. So take a look at that. I'll share more about that tomorrow. But it is an opportunity for anybody who trades XRP. Just watch the 52, or right now you need to watch the 51.8 cent mark. If we do come down, 52.5 cents is on the 2-hour time frame, the golden cross. So if XRP is above 52.5, that is a short-term nice bullish indicator that we would go up to that 53.7 cent mark, and we either get rejected or we break past that pivot point and open up the door to 56.4 cents. And that would be the mid-tier cup and handle resistance. A breach above that and you're looking at plus 60 cents. And then as always, a break below 50.8 cents on that, or it's about 51 cents now on the short-term bear flag, bull flag setup is very, very bearish. Have a blessed evening, everybody. I thank you all so much for tuning in. If there's any last words anybody has to say, I'll look through the comments real quick. But other than that, it's been an awesome live. If you made it until the end, hashtag be better, do better in the comments. Thank you, Peyton. Thank you, Jorge, EOC, JW, John Hall, Kryptonian. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I thank you for the positivity for the ones who are positive. The ones who are a little negative, we were able to just not even pay attention to it, except banning one person. But other than that, Don't forget to give thanks to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And just enjoy the blessing we have to be here together. We never know what tomorrow brings, so just take it with good grace and be positive.